Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. We don't see how could they confirm the month of Ramadan, and we don't explain why we need for be together, we need for work together, both the beginning of Ramadan and the end of Ramadan. But one thing we are not be mentioned, just very quickly, when he come and the beginning of Ramadan, it okay for let one person just come forward and say, me don't see the moon. That is the shahada of one person is enough for start the month of Ramadan. But when he come and the for break the Ramadan for Eid al Fitr, it's not enough for when one person for can tell we say he see the moon. We get for confirm him with another person until we get two witnesses. Otherwise, we will complete Ramadan as well 30 days, and then we know say the other day will be the first of Shawwal, inshallah. Now, let we come for the conditions them, where waiting are the conditions them where for fulfill before somebody fast, before fasting become obligatory upon the person. We don't read from the Quran, say Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, فَمَنْ شَهِدَ مِنْكُمُ شَهْرَ فَلْيَصُمْ. Whosoever witness the month of Ramadan is for fast, which means everybody for fast. Now that's not the meaning, or certain people, certain conditions that they wait for fulfill before ever Ramadan become compulsory upon the person. Indeed, certain conditions, just like any other act of worship, Ramadan as well now an act of worship will get conditions. Until then conditions and they fulfill, otherwise Ramadan not compulsory upon the person. The first condition way for fulfill na al-Islam. The person where they fast in the month of Ramadan, if will be a Muslim. Ramadan not compulsory upon the kafir. First of, if we get for talk to the kafir, we talk to them first about Tawheed, for let he believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We know they start with Ramadan. He get for believe in Allah. So Ramadan is only compulsory upon the Muslim, the person who believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the first condition is al-Islam. The first condition for the obligation of Ramadan is al-Islam. The second condition for the obligation of Islam of Ramadan na al-aql. Al-aql. Not to everybody they fast. Some man they get mental problem. Somebody will get mental problem, ma'afu. He is exempted from fasting. He is exempted from all religious acts. Even prayers, he is exempted from prayers. So the same thing with Ramadan. The person therefore be aqil. Aqil is from aql, from intelligence. The person therefore gets sanity of mind. He therefore be sane. Not for get mental problems. So person wey craze, e no compulsory upon am for fast. Because you get for know what you do. And an act of worship where you get for make time ease, you get for able know what you do for now. That make the person wey craze, e no compulsory upon am. Another exemption from fasting, another condition for fast, na al-bulugh, i.e. maturity. The person where they fast, he get for be a mature person. So then three conditions there. So I repeat them again: al-Islam, wal-aql, wal-bulugh. And there is a fourth condition where they for the woman them. That is at-tahara, purity. The woman therefore be pure. He get for free from menstruation or postnatal bleeding. For the woman, na 4 conditions. But for the man, na 3 conditions. Al-Islam, wal-aql, wal-bulugh. The woman, na al-Islam, wal-aql, wal-bulugh, wal-tahara. Concerning the person with grace, and concerning the small picking, the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam talk na one hadith. He say, Rufi al-qalam and salasa. The pen of responsibility where the angels and the right the responsibility, the deeds, the way the person they do, that pen he exempts 3 people then. عن المجنون حتى يفيق. The person who creates, they know they write nothing against them until he well, until he recover from the mental problems. وعن النائم حتى يستيقظ. And the person who they sleep, he exempted from any, they know they write any crime, any sin against them until he wake from the sleep. Because we know where somebody they sleep, you know aware of what they go on. Now a kind of somebody who lost his mental consciousness. وعن الصبي حتى يحتلم. And the small pikin, the underage, himself, nothing, they know they write anything against them until he mature, until he reach the age of maturity. So there were also now the conditions them for fasting. When the condition has to fulfill, then the person is obligatory upon him for fast. Now we just want to go very quickly to some of the people away. Then you want them fulfill all them conditions here, but still Islam exempts them from fasting. Inshallah, we go talk about that one in the next time when I get time. When because now the time they come very close to prayers. But as I say, my brothers and my sisters, I record then particular lectures here purely for the sake of the love what I get for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I love una for the sake of Allah, and I want for them to listen to the lecture here so that una go benefit, make so much benefit in this Ramadan where they come. Because you don't know, maybe you know go there alive again next Ramadan. Maybe this, as I say, now the last Ramadan we are the fast, and maybe this now the last Ramadan we use the fast. So now for make use of this opportunity and maximize the benefit. Because if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept this one Ramadan for you, then inshallah you will be successful in the hereafter. Jazakumullah khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.